The town of Black Hollow had one rule: never enter the woods after sundown. For as long as anyone could remember, locals spoke in hushed voices about the Watcher, a shadowy figure that lurked between the trees, watching, waiting. Some claimed it was a wraith, others believed it was something much worse. Livestock vanished, people went missing, and those who returned were different. But when has a rule ever stopped a group of reckless explorers? Megan, Tyler, and Dylan had heard the stories all their lives. They laughed them off, superstitious nonsense. And on a crisp autumn evening, they stepped beyond the tree line with flashlights in hand, daring to prove the town wrong. The deeper they ventured, the quieter the world became. No wind, no rustling leaves, not even the sound of insects, just the crunch of their footsteps against the damp earth. A heavy fog slithered between the trees, making the beams of their flashlights seem feeble. Tyler checked his phone, no service. "Guys," Megan whispered, "I don't like this." Dylan chuckled. "Scared of a bunch of trees?" Then, the first sign, a snapping twig, too close. Megan spun around, her breath hitching. "Did you hear that?" Another twig snapped. This time from the opposite direction. They huddled together, their lights darting between the trees. Shadows stretched unnaturally, moving when nothing should be moving. Then came the breathing, slow, deep, right behind them. Tyler jerked around, his flashlight catching a glimpse of something tall and thin just beyond the fog. Its eyes, or what should have been eyes, were empty pits, dark and hollow, absorbing the light. It tilted its head, watching. "Run!" Megan whimpered. They bolted. The forest twisted around them, paths changing, trees shifting. Their lungs burned, their legs felt heavy, like the air itself was thickening around them. Then Dylan screamed. Megan turned just in time to see something yank him into the darkness. His scream cut off, not naturally, abruptly. Tyler grabbed Megan's wrist, dragging her forward. A wooden fence loomed ahead, the border of the woods. Safety. Behind them, the heavy breathing grew louder. Unintelligible whispers swirled around them. 1,000 voices speaking at once. They threw themselves over the fence, collapsing on the cold grass. The moment they landed, the whispers stopped. The night was silent once more. Dylan was gone. The next morning, a search team scoured the woods. They found nothing. No footprints, no broken branches. It was like he had never been there. Megan and Tyler tried to explain, but the details blurred, like their minds refused to recall the horror. But at night, Megan still feels it, the sensation of being watched. And sometimes outside her window, she swears she sees a figure, tall, thin, waiting. Have you ever found yourself hopelessly lost, confused, and feeling like you were being watched? Beware, there are terrifying and mysterious beings that few have ever seen and lived to talk about. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe and follow us for more. Join us on TikTok and YouTube for more bone-chilling chronicles. If you dare!